Hey everybody, I am obviously live, but I'm gonna wait a little bit for people to start coming on because I know there's a delay. I had a delay waiting for this computer to load to let me go live, so I know it's like a couple minutes late right now. But I am ready when everybody else is. Like I said, I'll give everybody a couple seconds to get on and then we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, I see tons of people coming on. Cool. Like I said, you guys, hi everybody. We are going to get started in exactly 1 minute because I like to give everybody a chance to log on, especially because my computer had a little delay with loading the presentation. So I was a few minutes late, so I'm going to give everybody a second and then we'll go ahead and get started. So excited, you guys. You have no freaking clue. It has killed me to have to wait till Monday to host this because I wanted to host it on I think it was Saturday when I had this epiphany. No, it was Friday, actually. I've had to wait because I knew you guys were probably going to be busy on your weekend with your family. But here we are today, and I'm excited. All right. Is everybody pumped? Let me see. I think we're good to go now. Tons of people are on. Oh yeah. So what I need you to do right now is make sure your team's on here. I need you to tag your team. I need you to tell your Success Club partner. I need you to text people, whatever, before we get started, because we need to all come together as a team, as one. This is our huddle up together. And I want to really just get me on the same page as you guys on the same page as me. Let's blow this up, okay? I'm really excited, as you can tell. I'm actually going to post it one more time. Make sure people are on and get that notification, and then it's on, man. Boom and boom. We're going to go ahead and get started now. The Come to Jesus moment is about to go down for Team Go-Getters and whatever team that you're on. We are Team Beachbody, right? Okay. Let me take a deep breath. Respa, as my son Lane would say. Okay, you guys, let's get real. That's what's going to happen tonight, okay? For those of you who do not know me, my name is Mindy Wender, and I'm going to go through and tell you a little bit about myself, but most of all, I want you to know that I'm an ordinary person just like you. Okay, I've been doing this for 8 years, and I'm a 15-star diamond coach, which is the highest rank that you can get in the company. I'm 5 times elite coach. I'm in the Millionaires Club. I'm a 7-figure earner in this business. I'm number 5 top earner in the entire company. But none of that crap matters tonight because that's not what it's about. I'm just trying to let you know who I am because I know a lot of new coaches are on here and maybe you don't know who I am. I'm the founder of Team. So back 8 years ago when I had 2 people on my team, I said, what should I name us? And I came up with the name Team Go-Getters. And now we're sitting here 50,000 coaches strong. One of the top teams in the network. That's pretty cool. But here's the coolest part of all of that. I'm just an ordinary girl. There's nothing special about me. I'm not extraordinary good in leadership. When I started this, I wasn't extraordinary good in leadership. I didn't have business skills, no business background. No, I was not an overachiever in life. I was more considered a quitter in life. I didn't have a transformation story. Wasn't even working out at the time. But none of that matters because guess what? This is the best news ever. This business does not play favorites. Every single one of you, hundreds of coaches watching this, every single one of you have the ability and the opportunity to achieve the same success that I have and then some. There's coaches on my team that are earning the same amount as me and have been doing it in less time. No, I did not get on in early, okay? No, the market is not saturated. No, I didn't have a secret sauce. No, I didn't have anyone do it for me. None of that. Okay. Those are all things that we allow our mind to feel, or to think. And then we spiral and start thinking all these things. Oh, well, this person's successful because of this. And this person can do it because of this. Oh, I didn't get in early enough. I'm not on the best team. I'm not in the best spot. None of that matters. There's examples after examples after examples. And the best part is for you, if one person has done it, even if nobody's done it, but if one person has done it, that means you can too. But guess what? There's hundreds and thousands of people that have done it. So this is great news. I just wanted to kind of let you know that right out of the gates, to let you know that we're all on the same page, okay? We're all equal here. We all have the same opportunity to succeed, and that's what we're about to do. We're about to turn it freaking on our team. And that's why I had this epiphany. I had this come to Jesus moment. I had this thing where I was like, I need to talk to every single one of these thousands of coaches on my team. I need to talk to them. Like, I wanted to just sit down with each one of you face to face and just say, do you understand? Do you understand this opportunity? Do you understand and I just wanted to huddle up and get on the same page, because some of you are losing focus and worrying about the birds. And I'll go over that in a second. Something Jim Rohn had on an audio program that I've listened to 100 times that has taught me from day one. And I'll go over that too. But some of you are worried about outside things, or listening to drama, or just losing focus of what freaking matters. So we're going to bring it back in today, and we're going to go over every single thing that you need to do to succeed. So this is for this is for the brand new coach that joined today, or this is for a coach who joined 7 years ago. We're all on the same page. Because when you get in this business, sometimes you lose momentum, or you lose focus, or you stop doing your work, or whatever happens, and you need to kind of recommit. So if that's you, this is for you too. So let me pull up my slides really quickly, or I have to share my screen first. And I'll probably be going back and forth between slides and all that. So just hang on. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like that. I know it's not pretty, but that's cool. Team huddle. We are going to cover tonight. It's going to be a 3-section. Oh, and you guys can't see me. I talk with my hands. It's going to be a 3-section team huddle. Okay. First, we're going to go over the belief and the vision and all that kind of stuff. Then we're going to go over what you need to focus on, and that the fact that you need to focus and not worried about all these outside things. And then we're going to go over a plan of action and how to take action. So after you leave this webinar, you're going to leave with a recipe for success, a recipe for how to do free groups, and a recipe for how to do a certain type of way to recruit, which we'll go over in a second. So let's start with belief. So first of all, I want to tell you a story, okay? So actually, I have to go back. I need to stop presenting because I want you guys to see my face for a second. So first of all, I want you guys to really get this. So do you know, like, for example, Shakeology? Do you believe in this? Do you believe? I'm talking to you. Do you truly believe with every freaking ounce of your being how amazing this product is? Or do you think it's just a way to get a Success Club point? Or do you think it's just another meal replacement shake? Like, I get it. Like, you are not wrong if you think that, but I'm going to teach you what it's really about. And you're going to have a mindset shift right this second. So this is what Shakeology is really about. No, it's not just a meal replacement shake. No, it's not a protein recovery, workout recovery shake. No, it's not just a way to lose weight, a shake that's going to help you lose weight. No, it's not just a shake to give you energy. It is all of those things, though. It is all of those things. But if you are marketing or believing that's what Shakeology is, that's the issue. You got to wrap your head around what Shakeology really is, the bigger picture. There is over 30 plus superfoods in the shake. Like superfoods, this is what is healing people's bodies, helping children with special needs. And I mean, like, there's these superfoods that are so ultra healing. Now there's chaga, a new superfood that was just added along with matcha. But chaga, Darren O'Lean described as like the diamond of the forest, I think he said. Yeah, the diamond of the forest, because how much healing properties that this puppy has. And it's now in our shake. And now we get to share this with other people. Like, are you kidding me? So before I was buying chaga and adding it to my coffee or my shake or whatever, because I just wanted it in my body every single day. Now I'm getting it with my shake. Now, the other thing I just want to tell you guys, for those of you new coaches, I skim over this a lot of times because I feel like you guys know this, but remember this. I'm going to remind you of this, or maybe this is the first time you're hearing this. But did you know, okay, our CEO of this company, who is a super down-to-earth, energetic, just believes in us with every ounce of him. He believes in our mission. He has our mission, by the way, is to end the trend of obesity. Our mission statement, our purpose in this company is to help other people help a ton of other people live healthy and fulfilling lives. That's why they created this company. And did you know why they couldn't be making billions of dollars by themselves, right? They could be making all this money by themselves. But what was happening is that people were buying these workout programs and then they'd sit on the shelf and collect dust. So then he started hiring people to reach out and be a coach, really, essentially, and check up on these people and help them be accountable and doing all these things. And then he noticed there was something called the message boards, which a lot of you new coaches might not even know what that is. I wasn't on the message boards, but there was message boards, right? Or I think that's what they were called. Anyways, it's like a forum. And people that he saw, that customers that got results and that were huge believers in the products, were on there helping keeping people accountable, checking in on them, encouraging them, doing these things, patting them on the back when they achieve something. And that's when they got the idea. This is what we need to do. We need to create a business that we pay people to help these people that are buying our products stay accountable and get results and be that virtual cheerleader, if you will. And we need to create a company for this. And that's how Team Beachbody started. Now back to Shakeology. Carl Daikeler, like I said, this is his mission, his passion. If you're around that guy for 2 seconds, just being in his presence, he doesn't have to say a word, and he will inspire you. That's how motivating this guy is. That's how much his belief and his passion for this just oozes out of him. Like, you feel it. And that's how you need to be too, okay? And you can be. So Shakeology, his wife, Isabel Daikeler, actually is extremely intelligent. If you don't know that already, intelligent. She actually created shakes for other big companies before. She worked with other people with doing nutrition stuff and stuff like that. Like, just the most intelligent person ever. And she was asked by Carl over and over and over to create a meal replacement shake for the company, okay? And she said, no, 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 no. And he's like, dude, you're my wife. Why aren't you doing this for me? And the reason why she declined and said no for years was because she had done this before. She had created an amazing product. She put her heart and soul into this product. She put like the healthiest ingredients. She had superfoods in there, probiotics, prebiotics. It was like a multivitamin, fruits and veggies, whole food, no crap, no GMO, totally organic, made these awesome products, right? And what happened is, like, the big guys came in after she worked so hard to create this amazing product, and they would take things out that were too expensive. And then they would say, oh, this thing, we'll leave a little bit of it in there, but we're going to take most of it out and just leave a little bit so we can put that on the bag that it's in there. But like, we're going to cut corners. And it just completely compromised all her hard work and what she actually believed in and why she created it. And she couldn't stand behind it anymore. And she said, she promised herself she'd never do it again. And so what happened is, finally she said, if I do this, she teamed up with Darren O'Lean to do this. And if I do this, you have to promise me that no one is allowed to cut corners. No one is allowed to compromise what I have built, what I'm creating, what I'm developing along with Darren. And everything has to go through me and Darren. And Darren is just as obsessed with all these things too. And he travels to Madagascar to find the most healthiest version of vanilla. All these other companies out there have vanilla shakes that they were considered all natural, but they weren't. It's just like how you see certain things on the bag now that are on there, but they're really like, it's false advertisement and stuff like that. You guys know all about that. Well, they would not. Beachbody knew they would sell the heck out of a vanilla shake, right? but they would not make a vanilla shake until just a couple of years ago, or maybe it was last year, whatever it was, because they finally found a healthy source for the vanilla by traveling. And he traveled and found it in Madagascar. And now we're helping that village who has that vanilla, and we're helping that. And anyways, so that's a cool story though, that Isabel would not even create the shake unless they promised that. And Isabel has stood up on stage and she said, if they ever change this product or cut corners or do anything to compromise what we've created, I will get up on the stage and I will tell you guys all to run. So that's what we're selling, or sharing, I should say, with other people. You know, we have this ability, this opportunity, this responsibility, write that down. We have a responsibility to share this with other people because of what it really does. Yeah, sure, it's gonna help people look good in the mirror. Sure, it's gonna help their clothes fit better because they're gonna lose weight. But what it does, and you can notice it, if you're on it for 30 days, 60 days, not especially 90 days, and you miss a day, everyone on here who's a lifer like me in Shakeology, they're like, you can tell, you feel like you're getting mono. Do you guys feel like that? Like, I'm like, oh my God, I'm feeling, I think I have mono, Brad. What is this? It's just because I missed a day of my shake. That's really what it is. And like, I feel like I have bags under my eyes. I'm tired. I feel lethargic. It's just crazy. But that's what, when you're putting that into your body, that nutrition into your body. And of course, always eating these things, but it's like almost impossible to get everything that you get in Shakeology every single day. And I'm like a hippie. I'm like a granola crunchy mother, and my kids, you should see the stuff that they take every single day and supplements and all this stuff. I have a daughter with special needs and she has autism. And I went to a conference a couple years ago, the biggest autism conference of the year in the United States, I think probably in the world, but I don't want to say that if I don't know that for sure, definitely in the United States. And I sat at the keynote speaker event, and he went through, and I took pages and pages of notes, and he said, your child needs to be on this superfood and this and this and this and supplement superfood, blah, blah, blah. So I took 3 pages of notes, went to Whole Foods, bought as much as I could, went to another store, bought more, spent hundreds of dollars, came home, every single thing in my notebook, every single thing that he had mentioned is in Shakeology. Like that is what I'm talking about. That is the kind of, this is the belief that you need to have. That's why I'm sharing these stories with you. I'm not sharing these stories to tell you, to sell you on Shakeology. You guys are already sold on it. That's not what it's about. What it's about is I want you to have the unwavering belief. So every single day you feel pulled to work this business. Every single day you want to get out of bed. You're excited to get out of bed because you have a responsibility as a coach to share this with other people and help them make their life better. You're literally adding years onto people's lives. That's amazing. Good for you. I'm so grateful to be on this team with you guys, with all of you. Every single one of you play a role on this team, and I am so incredibly grateful for every single one of you, okay? Now, if we just act a tribe together, we huddle up tonight, and we just develop this belief in the products, but also, we already went through the products, but also this belief that we have in ourselves, that we can do this, right? So you have to ask yourself, do you truly believe in yourself? Okay, write that down. Do you truly believe in yourself? Do you truly believe that you can do this? Do you truly believe in this opportunity? Do you believe that every single day when you're putting your head down and doing the work on Beachbody stuff, not your full-time job if you have one, or part-time job, whatever, but when you're doing this, working on your Beachbody business, do you really see yourself as a 10-star diamond? Do you see yourself as a 15-star diamond? Because you better believe that you have that ability. But I can't make you believe in yourself. That's going to take work in you. And you guys, when I first started, I had no belief in myself. I was so insecure. I was so shy. I had no self-confidence whatsoever. So it took me a minute. And when I say a minute, I mean like probably 1 to 2 months of really diving into personal development. Okay. So write that down. I will do personal development every single day. I am committing to do personal development every single day. And these are for those of you who just don't have the belief that you truly have what it takes to be an elite coach, to be 10-star diamond, 15-star diamond, to be a 6-figure earner, to pay off all your debt, to quit that full-time job, to buy a new car, to help your parents out who are struggling, to pay off your sister's medical debt or her family, whatever it is. I'm just going through some things that my coaches have told me. To spend more time with your children, to spend more time with your spouse, to have a life that you deserve, that you love, that you enjoy. You deserve this. Okay, so truly believe in yourself. And I could go on and on and on, but I'm going to briefly tell you how I did it was reading personal development every single day. And the book that I started with was The Magic of Thinking Big. Write that down. The Magic of Thinking Big and The Go-Giver. Hang on one second, guys.
I'm trying to find a small puzzle because that's what I need to do on one of my papers because I'm doing them right now.
You need to find a small puzzle?
Yeah, like there was one like...
I'm on a live webinar here, bud. So can I help you with that in a second, bud?
Sure.
Okay, thanks. Sorry about that, guys. But you do have what it takes, okay? But you have to believe that. So things I did were, like I said, read personal development, The Magic of Thinking Big. I listened to that audio and I read The Go-Giver by Bob Burg. Those are the two. Read those books if you're struggling in this area, okay? The next thing is figure out what drives you. What is your why? This is going to be your homework assignment, so please pay attention. You need to have a why that makes you cry. Okay, if you don't have something that fires you up that you want to accomplish, whether it's taking your family to Disney World, whether it's and paying for that in cash, whether it's quitting your full-time job so you can work from home with your kids, maybe it's to buy a badass sports car, maybe it's to build a new home, maybe it's to buy a vacation home somewhere, maybe it's to fill your kids' college funds, maybe it's to pay off debt. Whatever your why is, the more the better. All of those things I just said could totally be your whys, okay? But if you do not have a why, and if you do not have it written down, like with your handwriting it on a piece of paper, all the things that drive you and why you're doing this, like do a little journal entry or something and just write all the brain dump. I am going to be successful as a Beachbody coach, and this is why I'm doing this. And then just make a list of all the reasons why you want to do this. It's going to obviously do so much for your confidence. It's going to inspire you every day. It's fun. It's rewarding. The income, but then also all the other things that we just talked about. So that needs to be your homework for tonight. Before you go to bed tonight, what is your why? Okay. And then next thing I want to ask you, are you fully committed to this? I see so many people, the coaches that I've been working with, that I have worked with, I shouldn't say have been, that I have worked with over the last 8 years, almost 8 years. And they tell me, Mindy, here's my why. I believe in this. I love this. I want to do this. And I go, okay, here's what you got to do. And I tell them, they said, tell me what to do and I'll do it. And I give them that to-do list and I give them that plan of action. I say, go, this is what you need to do. And I check in with them and figure it out. And they say it's not working. Okay, well, I know from personal experience because I've done it. So you know what I mean? I don't have that blind faith like some of you on this call have. You guys have to have blind faith and just trust in me as your mentor and leader that I'm leading you in the right direction. So I thank you for trusting me because I would not steer you in the wrong direction. I would not. I shoot you straight. I hope you know that about me. I'm honest and I always will tell you, I'll shoot you straight, okay? And so I thank you for having that blind faith and trusting in me. But for me, I don't need the blind faith. I've already done it. I've watched and helped other people do it. So I don't need that blind faith. So I know what's possible. So when somebody tells me this isn't working, that's impossible. We need to figure out what you're not doing fully, even if you think you're doing it, there might be something that you're missing, or maybe there's just some tiny little tweak that we just need to tweak in your business, and then you'll just soar. Or maybe you haven't been doing it long enough. You new coaches on the line. It's not going to take a week of full commitment, and you're not going to have a 6-figure business. There's a 30 to 60 day lapse period for when you're building your network and reaching out and reconnecting with people and inviting and doing all these things that are on the plan of action and your power hour to-do list. It's not an overnight thing. So I hear coaches all the time, Mindy, I've been a coach for 30 days and haven't seen, and no one said yes. Who cares? You just need to put your blinders on, put your head down, and just do the work and trust in the process. It will happen. It might not happen. Maybe it will happen in your first week. I'm not saying it wouldn't happen in your first week, but if it doesn't, you don't have to worry about that. You just have to have trust and belief in the process and just put your head down and keep moving forward. That's what Walt Disney always said. He had so many different highs and lows in his life. He created a cartoon character. He thought he was at his all-time high. He was successful. And then the company he was with stole his cartoon character and he was out of a job. But he didn't stop there. He could have said, well, this is it. I'm done. No, he drew a new character and he called that character Mortimer Mouse. And then his wife Lillian said, you know what? I don't really like that name. I think you should name that mouse Mickey. And there you go. It all started with the mouse. And then he went on to being highly successful in his career. And then he had this, and then even further, he wanted to take it even further and had this idea of a theme park, Disneyland. And he was turned down by 302 banks. 302 people told that man no. And do you think he stopped there? Hell no. He kept going. He finally got one yes. And he got his yes. And then the rest is history. You don't need to know the rest. You know what the rest is. There's Disneyland. There's Disney World. There's Disney whatever, Tokyo. You got the point. Okay? That's the kind of conviction and that's kind of drive and that's kind of belief and that's kind of faith and that's the kind of commitment that we all need. Every successful person that's walking on this earth, they didn't have a straight line for success. It was all messed up, curvy, up and down and highs and lows and crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay? But once they got there, they had the momentum to keep them moving forward. Okay? So ask yourself, are you fully committed to this? It's going to take maybe some sacrifices. It's going to take time, your commitment, your belief in this, okay? But if you can give me that, okay, if you can give me that and follow the things that we talk about tonight, you can and will see results in your business, maybe not in the first week. But I'll tell you, if you keep moving forward, like Walt Disney always says, keep moving forward, keep doing this, you will see results. It will happen. It's just like fitness. You're not going to tell your challenger to work out Monday and Tuesday and then eat like crap the rest of the week and get on the scale on Sunday and expect results. Heck no. You show up every single day. You do the little tiny things that are easy to do, but also easy not to do. And over time, you get results. That's the compound effect. That's another book to write down. The Slight Edge or the Compound Effect. Same concept. Okay, so those are all great books. And then if you still don't believe after all of this, look at all the other people. There's a coach on our team that I just adore. Her name is Ashley Smith. There's another coach who is not on our team, but on Janelle's team, Angie Belmar. And she is like, I'm obsessed with her, but they're killing it. Both of these girls are killing it. They didn't get in early. They haven't been a coach. I've been a coach longer than them. They're both in the top 10. They both struggled at the beginning, it wasn't like they were just like an overnight, anomaly. Like we have no idea how they did it. They're just like a special living creature that God created. No, they're just regular people who are fully committed, who truly believe, and who keep moving forward and make it happen. They never, ever stop. They believe. Okay. So this is so great to see Ashley Smith and Angie and all these other coaches, Tara Bilek and Brandy Botts and Stephanie Chico and Stephanie Davies and Nikki Whiting and Micah Folsom and Kim and Kaylee Sari and Jackie Buchanan and Brittany Giza and Liz Paoli and Shanna Bennett. Like, you see all, and I mean, there's so many more. I'm just like, obviously off the top of my head here. You see these people and you see them just, killing it with this business and doing so great. That should be to you. You have to shut that voice up in your head that starts to make you believe that you are not enough. You can't do this. They're only successful because of fill in the blank, and start thinking, if they can do it, that's great, because so can I. If one person has done it, so can you. Okay? So start reading personal development. Start figuring out what your why is and revisiting it every single day. So you show up every single day and you're driven as hell. Okay? And then start goal setting. Write down your goals. I do my goal setting once a week. So write down 10 goals in the present tense. That means as if they have already happened. So like, for example, I am a 6-figure earner. I am a diamond coach. I am a star diamond coach. I am an elite coach. I earn X amount of dollars a week. I quit my full-time job. These things, like as if you've already done it, and do that once a week. Okay. Write goals. I do positive affirmations. I tell myself over and over and over positive things, even if they're not true at that moment. Like, I'm a great speaker. I am confident. I am funny. I'm likable. I attract leaders to my team. I'm an amazing recruiter. I hit Success Club 10 every single month. I can do this. I'm amazing. Just write these things down that I'm saying. I'm a leader. I have a huge team underneath me. I love my job. I'm so great at what I do. People are drawn to me. Like, these things, and say them over and over and over. I actually record myself saying them on my voice memo app on my iPhone or whatever. And I would listen to them in my car every single day. It took me a lot to retrain my brain, but it will happen for you. Okay. The next thing is focus. So I got a little heated this weekend. And what happened was I read something that got me heated. And this happens all the time. I've been doing this for 8 years. This is nothing new. What Jim Rohn says, people like that, you tell them, hey, want to join my challenge group? And they are like, yes, I'm so excited. Okay, come into this group and I'll explain it, or I'll send you a message, or whatever you say, right? And then all of a sudden they're gone and they just don't talk to you. And then maybe they go and get it from someone else. That happens. And what Jim Rohn says in his audio, it's called Building Your Network Marketing Business. And it's like an hour long or 2 hours long, and it's like $3, the audio. But anyways, what he says is the birds are going to get some. He says the birds are going to get some before they come to the meeting, or before they show up on the webinar, before they get into your group, or before they order. And you can sit around. Of course, you can follow up with them, but you have 2 choices. Dwell on the fact and get so hurt by the fact they didn't order from you, and dwell on the fact they didn't order from you, and then wonder why they didn't order from you, and who did they order from, and what the heck, and then talk to your husband about it over and over and over again, and then talk to your success partner about it over and over and over again. What do you think that's going to do? Here's something that I've learned. Wherever your focus goes, energy flows. So if you're highly focused on the one the birds got, and why the birds got them, and why they did this, that, and the other thing, if you're so highly focused on that, you will then attract more of those types of situations to your business. You're going to attract more people like that to your business, more situations like that to your business. And that is what you're going to be seeking out, because wherever your focus goes, energy flows. Now, the other side of the coin is if you're like, meh, the birds got that one. Some will, some won't, next. And you just move on. You talk to more people. Even what I've done, I use it as fuel. I say, you know what? I sometimes I'll let my initial reaction would be, ooh, that just, I work so hard on that person. That really hurts my feelings, or that makes me angry, or whatever. But then I quickly shut that voice up and I remind myself this: what is my focus? Or I mean, what is my purpose? What am I doing here? I wanted that what was my goal there? I wanted my person to get on that program, right? I wanted them to see success. I wanted them to feel amazing. I wanted to boost their confidence. And they ordered it. So at least they ordered it. And yeah, it wasn't from me, but I'm just going to tell them how proud I am that they took that step. And I'm going to be super kind and caring and let them know that I'm there for them if they ever need anything. And let's just say they got it from eBay or Amazon or whatever they did. I'd say, you know what? I know you didn't buy this from me, but I'm just so proud of you that you took that first step in the right direction. Let me know if you want to still join my challenge group and get in there so I can help hold you accountable. And I'm still going to be there for them. And then I'm going to, let's just say that doesn't happen and they say, no, I'm not interested, blah, blah, blah. I'm done focusing on that. And I'm going to focus on, I'm happy that they're happy. I'm happy that they got the program or whatever happened. And I'm going to focus on and use this as fuel to fire me up to find the right people, because obviously that wasn't the right fit for me. So I'm going to use this as fuel to find what is the right fit for me. And then I'm going to focus on that. And I'm going to put a smile on my face and I'm going to shoot out some energy, some messages to bring positive energy to my life, to bring positive energy to my business. And I'm just going to focus on the next and who I can help and who wants my help. Okay. And some birds are going to take coaches to go to a different business. I've seen that happen a lot of different businesses in the 8 years. And that is going to happen. And you can either get super annoyed with that and be super focused on that and let your attention go to that and stalk all these people and what they're saying. And that's what was brought to my attention this past weekend. And normally I could care freaking less. I'm actually like happy for them. If this is what floats their boat, by all means. Like I said, I learned early on from Jim Rohn. These were the people I surrounded myself with, right? And he's taught me, don't take that class. The birds are going to get some. Don't sign up for that class of figuring out who, why, what, and when. Just move on. And so I've practiced this skill for years. And then I saw this post, and like I said, there's so many of them, but it irked me because it was bashing my company. And it was things that were not true about this company. And you should see me when you talk about something I love. If you know me at all, and you know how I am as a mother, I am a mama bear. And nobody gets in between me and my children. They are my life. They are my focus. They are my obsession. Nothing gets in between me and my children. And I will go to the moon and back to get them anything they need. I go above and beyond. I stay up late. I get up early. I mean, I will do anything for my children. And this is in my family, right? In my family. Well, you guys are my family. Team Go-Getters this is 8 years in the making, you guys. This isn't just like it's no big deal to me. This is my blood, sweat, and tears. You guys are my family. I care about you. I want you to succeed. Okay? And so then that's how I feel about you guys. And I have the same type of love for the entire network. I really do. I feel like, yeah, we're Team Go-Getters, but I'm never like, I want Team Go-Getters to beat all the other teams. Sure, I want Team Go-Getters to do well. Sure, I want to see my team succeed. You guys are my family, right? But just like if you're cheering on your kid's baseball team like I was tonight, I cheered on each one of those kids like they were my own. Yeah, of course, it's like I go up to Lane and I hug him and I'm like, oh my God, buddy, I'm so proud of you and whatever. He scored a home run tonight, you guys. It was amazing. But every single one of those kids, I'm giving them knucks. I'm like, Charles, like I know every one of their names. And I'm genuinely so excited when they succeed, right? And that's how I feel. Like you guys are like my kid, but like everyone on the whole network is my family too, right? So when somebody says something about my family and about what I've built, and it wasn't even anyone on our team, by the way, and they were bashing, like, I know Carl on a personal level. I got to sit down with him. He came to the UP and I sat with him for hours, getting to know him, seeing his heart, what he puts into this. And I know Jeff Hill, and I've had plenty of conversations with him, and I know his heart and soul. I know the people at corporate. I know what I know where their heart is. I know what they're about. I know they only put our best interests in when they're doing anything. They have our best interests in mind. So when I saw that and it was bashing my company, it was like somebody talking poorly about my child. And no, I didn't go all crazy on that person like I probably would if it was my kid. Because again, I don't take that class. But what that did for me is give me fuel. And it fueled me to make sure that you guys know, in case you're seeing shiny objects and you're seeing all this stuff, I want us to huddle up and just know, like, you're in the right spot. You're on the right team. All those things, if you see anything, that crap isn't true. What I'm telling you is the truth. And I know it. I live it. I breathe it. I mean, it's everything. Okay? So you guys need to focus. Instead of focus on the ones that the birds get, don't take that class. Okay? I want you guys to put blinders on. Okay? Put your blinders on. This is what I did my whole first year or two in the business. I had blinders on and I put my head down and I did the work. And I committed to do that for a full year. I told myself I'm not going to analyze my business. I know it's going to have highs and lows. I know I'm going to lose some. I know I'm going to get a ton of no's, but that's not my purpose. My purpose is to focus on the yeses and to focus on moving forward, focus on adding value, helping other people. And I'll analyze at the end of the year. A year from today, I will analyze my business and I'm going to put blinders on and do the work. Okay? Because there are shiny objects out there. Okay? So another thing is, you're going to see other coaches doing this, that, and the other thing. What you need to do is just do you. This business is I will never say it's easy, because it is going to take hard work. I want to see who my hard workers are on Team Go Getters, and I want to run with you guys. Okay. And we have something really cool coming up in the next couple months that we're working on right now. And I'm super excited about that. Not to mention that a whole nother country is opening up soon. But there's something that I'm working on with Angie Belmar that we're putting together post-summit that is going to blow you away. It's going to be amazing. But anyway, you're going to see other coaches do this stuff, right? Again, there's a system, okay? You have to have a to-do list. You have to have a system of what works with you. And yeah, you have to play with it. Play with it back and forth, seeing what works for you. It might not work for somebody else, but it works for you. Same thing for another, okay? But at the end of the day, don't keep chasing what every other successful coach is doing and think, oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. You're just going to get overwhelmed. Do you. Learn from other people. Pick away the parts that really stick out to you and that speak to you, right? And then just do you. And focus on the basics of what works in this business. At the end of the day, we overcomplicate everything. We overcomplicate it. We need to go back to the basics of this business. And it starts with your belief. It starts with your belief in yourself, the business opportunity, the products. It's running a challenge group and not having it just be automated. Get in there. Be a product of the product. Press play. Show them that you're doing this. Go live. Be you. Show them who you are. Reach out one-on-one. Give people shout-outs to, make them feel alive. Don't just have a copy and paste challenge group. Don't have a copy and paste anything. Put your energy into it. Because remember, wherever your focus goes, energy flows. Where you put your focus in, and that's where energy is going to flow. And you know what? Through messaging, through your challenge groups, through your new coach groups, or whatever you're doing, people can feel you and your energy. So if you're just copying and pasting and there's no energy behind what you're saying, they're going to not feel anything. But if you're getting in there and you're super fired up and you're really wanting them to succeed and you love them and you're loving on them, they're going to feel that, dude. They're totally going to feel that. Okay? So we need to get back to the basics and focus on what matters. So write this down. What are you going to focus on? I'm going to give you a plan of action in a second, but right now I want you to focus on working on you. Put yourself first. If you aren't drinking Shakeology every single day, get on Shakeology. If you're not working out every single day, work out every single day, especially with Beachbody On Demand, which is going to be it is a game changer, but that's going to like blow every business out of the freaking water. Like I can't even. Beachbody On Demand is amazing. We have the access to all these workout programs. There's no excuse for not working out anymore. It starts with you. You make a difference. You matter. So make sure you're on Shakeology. Make sure you're getting your workout in. Make sure you're doing your personal development. And the rest will kind of fall into place because that's going to give you motivation to help other people. When you're on it yourself, on your game, and you're feeling good and you have energy and you're getting your workouts in, it just gives you more not energy, but like discipline and drive, I think is the word. Drive and just motivation to share this with other people. Okay? Okay, so now we're gonna go to the plan of action. Okay, so just hang on, give me 1 second here. Gotta take a drink of water, but I don't know where my water is. Hang on 1 second, guys. Okay, so the plan of action. Okay, so first of all, you see all this here, and I'm going to explain it all. But before I even get into there, the first thing I want you to write down, because this is, right, we're going to take massive action moving forward. You got to realize that this is going to take work. It's not, this is worthwhile. Like, think of this. You are the CEO of possibly $1 million business. Like, wrap your head around that. Do you think that people who earn $1 million have to just work here and there, send a few messages here and there, dabble, take days off? No, they're in it every single day, every single week, every single month. They're making sacrifices. They're hustling. It's gonna take work, and you have to be willing to do the work. If you want to get massive results, it's gonna take massive action. Who is willing to take massive action to get massive results? I am.
Can you be a little more quiet?
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm doing my math.
Oh, okay.
I can't concentrate.
Okay. I know I am. Let's do this together. That's what this is about. This is a team huddle. And we're here together as a team, and we're going to do this together as a team. Okay? We're going to be checking in that Team Go-Getters accountability group all the time. Okay? We need to do this. Now is the time, not tomorrow, not next month, not after summit, right freaking now. And you have the ability, I have the ability, this team has the ability, and we are going to go for it because we have the responsibility. Okay? You got to know what's possible with this business, first of all. So I know I keep saying this $1 million opportunity, right? This $1 million business. But just so you know, after 6 months of like hustling my butt off, doing this plan of action, my income increased from $0 to $500 a week. That is what's possible. I went from having no Success Club points to having Success Club 10 to 20 every single month. You know, and you can do more than that. There's coaches getting Success Club 100. That's what's possible. Don't put a ceiling on yourself. Like, don't put like Success Club 5. I got to try to get just 5 points. Shoot for 10 points. Because then if you hit 10, awesome. If you hit 20, even better. If you hit 30, 40, 50, amazing. That's how many lives are being changed. Okay? And that's great. If you're getting that done, if you're getting 50 points, that's great. But if you just don't just shoot for 5 points to hit Success Club, we got to shoot for further and create a plan of action to do that. Okay. But just know that this is possible for you. And you know what's possible now. $500 a week in less than 6 months. You can do that. I think Brandy Bot's probably doubled that. But yeah, we worked hard. Yeah, we put some blood, sweat, and tears into this. Yeah, we got on the phone with people when we were busy. We had business hours. We treated this like a business. Yeah, maybe Brandy Bots, she says this all the time. She was working from her kitchen table. I was working from my dresser in my room on this crappy desktop computer. None of that matters. You just have to have the vision in your head and the belief in your heart that you can do this, and visualize where this can take you, and believe I'm the CEO of this $1 million business. I'm the CEO. I'm going to be earning a 6-figure income. I'm going to be a Star Diamond coach. My goal is to be elite. My goal is to be at leadership. These are the type of things that these are the new thoughts. These are the new things you're going to start telling yourself. Okay. Now that you know what's possible, figure out a plan of action and go for it. Okay. Let me see. The next thing is, we're going to give you like a system for all of this. You're going to have a to-do list that you know how to do every single day, or that you can have every single day. You're going to have a recipe for free groups. Okay. Because how to host free groups. You're going to have a recipe for how to do 3-way calls. Okay. You're going to have a new focus about challenge groups and team building. And we're going to help you prepare for the launch in the UK. Okay. So that's what you're going to get for everyone on this team. The whole downline is going to get this. Okay. So first of all, something that Angie shared with me today and with a group that I'm in, she shared that, that something that really works for her is free groups, hands down free groups. And she says, and she said, and she actually has done a training on this that I'm going to share, because obviously that's a training in itself. But I'm going to share a screenshot that she shared in this group that I'm in. I'm going to share that screenshot and let you know what that recipe for her free groups is. And one thing she did say, that just sending your people, like let's just say you're a newer coach with a couple coaches underneath you, just sending your people to my group or to your uplines group isn't going to cut it. They really need to get a sense of who you are, and they need to see your face, and they need to see you as their leader. Lean, okay, I'm on this call, okay? They need to see you in the, as their leader. So you need to be hosting the groups. And another thing that she shared is that just having a script ain't gonna cut it. So this recipe isn't gonna tell you exactly what to say and when to say it and all that kind of stuff. It's gonna be just like a template. So then you can go off and put your own spin on it, have your own vibe, and put your own personality into it and your own energy into it. And then those people, remember, you're creating lifers. You're trying to get people who are like you, and they're gonna click with that, right? So it's a free group recipe or formula, and I'll be sharing that with you. But free groups is how you're going to start building relationships with people, to invite them to your challenge group, to invite them to your team. And that takes us to the next point. Please, I know we're almost done, okay? But the next point is the most important point that I wanted to get to you tonight. This is what I see is the thing. If we could change our focus, not change our focus, tweak our focus as a team, the whole downline, tweak our focus a little bit, we would be setting ourselves up for success. I have been talking to tons of coaches in the last year, and all of these coaches that I'm working with that are struggling or that don't know why this isn't working, or what they had a goal for this or whatever, what I find is that they're all so hyper focused on selling challenge packs. They think, what is a Beachbody coach? It's selling a challenge pack and earning Success Club. Success Club should come naturally by you doing your work. It shouldn't be like, oh, I have to sell challenge packs. I have to sell challenge packs. I have to sell challenge packs. You need to have a balance of selling challenge packs and filling your challenge groups and serving other people in that way. And another focus needs to be team building. It needs to be both. It's not just one or the other. And every single one person I talk to, they all are saying the same thing. They're saying that they're so focused on challenge packs. And you guys, I don't care if you're new or not, we need to be putting this opportunity in front of people. Who wants to earn a six-figure income? Raise your hand. If that's you, if you're like, yes, Mindy, I want to be a leader. I want to earn a six-figure income. I want to earn $1 million in this business, whatever it is. Yes, I mean, that can happen for you, but you need to be focused on building a team as well as your challenge groups. So many people, I'll say, okay, so tell me how many people you presented the business to. And they're like, oh, I haven't presented the business this week yet. What? No, we need to be presenting the business. So on your Power Hour to-do list that I'm going to be posting in the group, I'm going to post all of this stuff in the group. So you're going to have it all. Okay. But in this group, this Power Hour to-do list, mind you, is the bare minimum to do if you're doing 1 hour a day. So again, remember I said you have to figure out when your business hours are. You need to figure out how many hours a day you can work on this. And then you really need to treat this like a business and get organized and buckle down and do this, right? That's what we're going to do. So when you do that, you need to, when you look at that Power Hour to-do list, you need to look at it and say, okay, well, I'm going to be working my business 3 hours a day. Like, for example, I got to $1,000 a week after 1 year in this business, and I was doing 3 to 4 hours a day. And I was presenting the business 10 to 20 times a week. Ask yourself that question right now. How many times did I present the business this week? How many times did you present the business this week? And you should know that off the top of your head, by the way. You should say, okay, I'm on 7. I'm on 10. I'm on 15. I'm on 30. Whatever it is. But the more, and again, this is your business. I'm not trying to tell you guys what to do, but you get out of this what you put into it. So if you put in a lot, you're going to get a lot. If you put in a little, you'll get a little. Either is okay. It's all in your hands. That's the beauty of this business. It's all up to you. You get to decide how fast, how slow, how big, how little, whatever that you grow this business. But I'll tell you what, if you want to get to a Star Diamond leadership level, you're never going to do it unless you're building a team. So I can't stress this enough. We have to have a focus on team building if you want to make this huge impact. Remember, I started with 1 and I have 50,000. This 50,000 isn't just because of me. You can't get to 50,000 coaches on your team by one person. You need a tribe of like-minded people who you train to do exactly what we train you to do, and they duplicate it, and then they train their team and they duplicate it, and so on and so on and so on and so on. Okay? You need to have that team building focus. I look at the people on our team that have huge success, who are earning 6 figures. Every single one of them recruit at least 5 coaches a month. And that's great. 5 coaches a month is great. Last month, just so you guys know, I recruited 6 coaches last month. Okay? So you can kind of see. Now there's coaches out there who recruit, I don't know, 15, 20, maybe more coaches every single month. And that's great. By all means, you can definitely do that. I'm just telling you from my own experience what I've done. Okay? Okay. So I can't, again, I just want to say this one last time. Challenge groups are great. Challenge packs are amazing. You need to keep doing those. Please keep doing your challenge groups. Keep doing, and your free groups are going to help you fill the challenge groups and your team. Okay? So every single day you need to be inviting to 2 things. Okay, this is how we're going to focus, or we're going to make it simple, right? You're going to have sit down at your computer, you're going to have your to-do list. And every single day, and you're going to host your free groups. Every single day, you're going to sit down and you're going to, through the people that you add to your network, from your free groups, from your challenge groups, from the people you met at the baseball game, from the people you met at the library, from the people you met at Starbucks, whatever, for all the things that you're doing to bring on new conversations to your life, new people you're meeting, new people you're adding to your network, or people you're reconnecting with. Every single day, we need to focus on inviting to our challenge group and inviting to our business. Inviting to fill your challenge group and inviting to fill your team. That needs to be a constant balancing act, okay? Now, the other thing is Tara Bialik and I are teaming up, and we're going to create and help you prepare for the launch that's coming in the fall, because we are launching to a whole new country. That's freaking, I mean, do you guys get the time is now? If you thought, you know what, I'm ready to put on the brakes, let off the brakes, baby. It's time to hit it hard and accelerate, because we are opening to another country. That's insane opportunity right there. Do you guys really get the amount of opportunity that is in this new country being open, or this country being open? Like, it's insane. Nice job, buddy. Give me 5. Why don't you go lay down? That's just crazy. So Tara and I are brainstorming right now. We do have like a little recipe together, but it's not perfected yet. So we will be getting you that soon. But we've been talking with other super successful coaches, and also doing our own thing. Remember, do you? And we're going to create like a little package plan of action on how you can prepare for this launch. Okay, so be looking for that as well. We'll probably have like a follow-up webinar that's all on these little things, like the free group thing, the team building thing, the launch thing, and the 3-way call. So we might, just to get into that, but I just wanted us to get on the same page on this webinar. The last thing is this: don't rule out getting on the phone with people. Yeah, I get it's social media. It's like the age of virtual everything, right? We got Beachbody On Demand, for God's sakes. We have all our meal plans are right there. We have all this stuff, but there's just something about getting on the phone with people that just makes a huge difference. For example, I'm going to show you an example in a second, but I want to stop presenting. So I have always just like added people to my sneak peeks, and that's great, and presented the business through a message or through text message or invited them to a webinar. All of those things are great, okay? It's when these people who say they, that are going to be great, and they maybe are on the fence or a little concerned or have some doubts. That's when it's important to get to your Star Diamond Upline coach or 5-star Diamond Upline coach, whatever, and say, you know what, or your upline coach, doesn't matter, and say, you know what, I need to do a 3-way call with you and this girl, or me and you and this dude, or whatever. But what happens is you can really get to know that person. So let's just say you are a diamond coach right now in your business. You can get on the phone with that person, get to know them, hear their voice. They hear your voice and know that you're a real person. And then you can ask them, like, where are you at right now? Like, I know you're thinking about coaching, but like, where's your head at, and where are you at in your life? Like, why are you considering this? Figure out what drives them and what their why is, so then you can help them. That is so beneficial. So you can, and maybe you'll be like, you know what, maybe this isn't the right time for you. Or maybe that's what the conclusion will be at the end of the call. The point is, you're helping them come to that conclusion themselves, come to that decision. Like, they can either say, you know what, after talking to you, I'm really fired up, I want to join right now. Or they might say, you know what, after talking to you, I really think I have too much on my plate and I'm not ready for this right now. Either way, it just saves time and energy, and you know what I mean? It just saves so much time, because otherwise you could be going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and not getting anywhere. So I urge you all to don't rule out getting on the phone with people. And leaders out here, leaders, I'm talking to you, get to your new coaches. This is what I've done. Contacted my new coaches and my players. So the coaches that are like freaking awesome in my mentorship and my players. And I've just said, listen, let's do this. And I tell my new coaches, make your list of 100 names. So that's another challenge for tonight. You're going to do your why, right? You're going to have all the things that I said that we're going to provide for you. And then also I want you to make your list of 100 names. So if any of you have not done that before, haven't done your list of 100 names, make your list of 100 names tonight or tomorrow, by the end of the week anyways. And then you're going to work through that list and take a highlighter or circle or whatever, the top 25 people that you want to reach out to first. And then your goal is to get 5 people to say yes to get on a group Zoom or to schedule 3-way calls or one-on-one calls and get them on the phone. That will make such a difference. And leaders, to your new coaches, your leaders, it's so great because your new coach is going to hear what you say and how you say it. So then they'll know how to do it with their coaches down the line. So it's like teacher teaching, and then they can run off and do it themselves. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I do, we do, you do. I do, we do together, you do alone, and run with it. Okay, so 3-way calls are huge, and they have been super beneficial for me. And I just realized that a lot of people aren't doing this. And a lot of people have people on the fence right now because they're unsure, or they saw something on YouTube that scared the crap out of them or whatever. That's just the internet nowadays, right? Or it's just like legit concerns. Like, I don't really understand this and I need somebody to explain this to me better. And that's cool too. And it just saves so much time. Okay, so moving on, I wanted to give you guys this, hang on one second, I gotta find this. Actually, I'm gonna have to share my screen one more second and then we're done. Okay, can you guys see this? I think you can, yes, you can. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I don't know if this gets bigger or not. Yeah, there you go. So take a screenshot of this, okay? Here is a daily to-do list for you, that Power Hour to-do list. This is for somebody who's doing like probably 3 hours a day, okay? I have a one that's a little bit less, but again, I want us to really like run with this. So I did want to share like the basic Power Hour. That's just the only difference in it is that you're talking to less people. So if you do only have an hour, then maybe this number 1 on here would be like add 3 to 5 people to my network. And the second one would be start 3 to 5 conversations and present the business 3 to 5 times a week and post on social media 1 to 2 times a day. And then the rest is the same. But do you notice that it isn't much different? It's just the amount of people that you're talking to every day. That's the difference. Do you know what I mean? So everyone take a screenshot of this. And then Ashley Smith had this that I just loved. And I hope Ashley, I know she doesn't care because she is seriously like the nicest person ever. But here's this cute little tracker sheet. And I can post the link for this as well, as long as Ashley's okay with this. But here's this cute little daily Power Hour that she created. You guys can take a screenshot of this. But like I said, I will post this in the Team Go-Getters group once I get the okay from Ashley. But the point of me showing you this isn't so you can just copy and paste this. The point is you need to be tracking your progress. Look at how simple and basic this is. The new friends you have, your follow-ups, the hey girl and invites that you've done, check marks for your Shakeology workout, personal development, blah, 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 social media posts. It kind of gives you like, here's what to post, and you can just check those boxes once you've done that. And then here's your little checkbox. Did you check your online office? Check. Did you do your challenge group? Check in. Check. Did you reply to comments and likes? Check. 10 minutes of liking and commenting? Check. Blah, blah, blah. Like all this stuff is the stuff that she's in the top 10. These are the things she does. This is the stuff that she trains her team on. This is the stuff that you need to be doing every single day, okay? So I hope you guys got a screenshot of these things. Now, I'm never going to say this business is easy, but doesn't this look super doable when we're not overcomplicating things and we're just seeing what we need to do and what we need to focus on? But again, do you see right here? I remember from day 1, you guys, Janelle Summers, who is like the #1 coach in the company, right? She told me from day 1, this is what you need to focus on. Here's the plan of action. This is what you need to do every single day. But on top of that, one of our goals was sales, and 2 sales a week, and then presenting the business 5 times a week. That was our thing, and amongst other things. But she said, now, if you don't hit your numbers for sales, that's okay. As long as you're hitting your numbers for presenting the business and putting this opportunity in front of people, I'm happy. because that's more important to do that and to focus on that and have your energy go to that, because the rest kind of just happens. It really just happens and will fall into place if you're doing all the other things. But a lot of people don't focus on the presenting the business thing, and that won't fall into place. If you're not doing that, it's not going to happen. Okay. So that is my webinar tonight, guys. I know it was just a lot of like, just kind of come to Jesus, get us all on the same page, focusing on team building, focus on believing in ourselves, putting our blinders on, putting our head down and doing the work, not focus on the shiny objects or the birds, the one the birds got, and taking that class and all that stuff. We're gonna listen to the magic of thinking big, read The Go-Giver, listen to that audio, building your network marketing business. We're gonna have this new focus on we're still focused on challenge groups. They're great and they're awesome and they're changing lives, but we really need to focus on team building as well. You need to be putting this opportunity in front of people as well. Okay. And then I'm going to provide these recipes for you, the recipe for a 3-way call, the recipe for a free group, and plus the training that Angie has done on that. The to-do list I already shared with you, the tracker sheet I'll share. And then any questions you have, go to the Team Go-Getters Accountability Group, or I'm sure you have a leaders group as well. If you're from a different team, ask your leader. That's totally fine. If you're not in that group and you don't want another group, I totally get that. Ask your leader. But ask questions and those of you new coaches or Emerald coaches or Ruby coaches or newer Diamond coaches, go to your coach. If it's me, great. Whoever your PS coach, let them know when you have an awesome thing that you want to celebrate. Let them know when you're struggling. Let them know when you have questions. Let them know if you sold your first challenge pack. We can't read minds, okay? So let us know. We want to celebrate that with you. We want to answer those questions with you. New coaches, don't think just because you've gotten some no's that it's not working. Trust me, honey, I got a lot of no's. I didn't make my first sale for a couple, I think it was like my second month in the business. I didn't have my first 3 coaches until my 3rd month, until I was a coach for over 3 months. Some coaches go diamond in 90 days. I have coaches on my team that went diamond in 60 days. Brandy Botts went diamond in 27 days or something like that. Insane. New coaches, you have to stay the course. You have to stick with it, okay? That's not on you. When somebody says no to you, it's not about you. It just means no, not right now. Because you just got to get out there and start talking to more people. The more people you talk to, the more massive action you take, the more massive results you're going to get. Okay? I'm so excited for this, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I can't wait for our follow-up webinar where I can share more of like the how-tos. And I'm excited to see what you guys all thought in the group. So connect with me in there, all right? See you guys later, and share the recording with your team. It's the same link that you clicked on to get here. Same link, so share this with your coaches. See you guys later.